If either Oxford or Cambridge are leading the boat race by 10 lengths when they row past Craven Cottage next Sunday, the contest will still not be uneven as the one that unfolded on a balmy day by the banks of the Thames at Fulham's home when Pep Guardiola and his all-conquering Manchester City team came to visit. City won their 7th Premier League game in a row at a canter.It. It was 2-0, but it could have been as many as they wanted. They played the second half mainly without urgency because there was no need for any. They had the game won inside half an hour. The rest of the match was an exercise in energy preservation for greater tests that lie ahead. The win over Scott Parker's struggling side took City back to the top of the table at least until Liverpool play Spurs on Sunday. They have 7 more league games left to play, and with Kevin De Bruyne back in the side after injury and Fernandinho returning, too, it is entirely possible that they will not drop points on any of them. City are that well-drilled.City are that confident.City are that good.At. At the end of the match, their fans threw blue flares onto the pitch and sang the name of their long-serving club secretary and life president, Bernard Halford, who died last week. It was an echo of the past, but this is a team that is on the brink about doing anything this club has achieved before. They have a maximum of 14 games left in all competitions now, and suddenly the quadruple has metamorphosed from an impossible dream to something that actually seems feasible. Liverpool will have something to say about that in the Premier League. Of course, Spurs will not roll over in the Champions League, either, to say nothing of Barcelona or Juventus, but City, who are bidding to become the first team since Manchester United 10 years ago to win the Premier League back-to-back, are looking ominously good. Bernardo Silva was the pick of their players here. He has played so well this season that he must feature alongside Virgil van Dijk, Raheem Sterling, and Sergio Aguero in conversations about who will be crowned the Footballer of the Year. City are competing for trophies on every level. We're privileged to be in all the competitions almost at the beginning of April and to fight for the title, Guardiola had said before the game. It's an incredible experience. For the next 1.5 or 2 months together, there is no time for regret. We put everything we have into every single game, every single minute in every competition, to see how far we get. It's still in our hands. We win all games and we'll be champions. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Fulham fans were nervous about facing City anyway, but they feared even more for their side when they saw their team sheet an hour before kick-off. Aleksandar Mitrovic, Ream and Jean-Michael Seri, 3 of the better players in a team that continues to look out of its depths, were out injured. City, meanwhile, with De Bruyne back in the side, were almost at full strength. It took only 5 minutes for Fulham's fears to be justified. Timothy Fosu-Mensah gave the ball away carelessly on the edge of his own area. De Bruyne moved it on quickly to Aguero, who passed it to Bernardo Silva. Silva, who has been one of City's best players this season, cut inside and drilled a low left foot shot past Sergio Rico and into the corner of the net. Craven Cottage hung to the sound of collected groans. Fulham continued to give the ball away with alarming regularity, and City are good enough to punish opponents without the gift of generosity. They peppered the Fulham goal with shots. They had 12 in the first 18 minutes. It took some desperate, last-ditch defending to keep them out. Gallo's humor took hold quickly among the home fans. They began cheering every successful pass their team made. And for a short while, Fulham actually seemed to have played their way through the storm. Then, they got careless again and City punished them again. This time, it was Joe Bryan who gave the ball away when he was not under pressure. Bernardo Silva pounced on the loose pass and gave it straight to Aguero, who sidestepped the challenge, took a couple of paces and lifted the ball delicately beyond Rico. It was his 19th league goal of the season. City are a fine side, but for both goals, Fulham had only themselves to blame. There were occasional moments of levity amid the pummeling. A few minutes into the second half, De Bruyne cut in from the byline on the right and slid a precise ball into the path of Nicolas Otamendi on the edge of the area. Otamendi applied the finish of the center half from a less cultured age and lifted the ball so high over the bar that it bounced on the roof of the stand. That, at least, elicited some cheers from the home support. It was not long before City started to coast. There are more important tests to come. There will be closer matches to contest. Aguero was withdrawn after an hour. De Bruyne came off with 15 minutes to go. City won things down. There was no threat here. They nearly scored a third goal 10 minutes from the end when Kyle Walker burst into the box, ran onto a pass from Raheem Sterling and crashed his shot against the outside of a post. Maybe goal difference will matter at the end of the season, but if City remain as dominant as they were here, it won't.